Go in the middle of right here. Hey, everybody. Hey. It's so good to see you and many new faces. It's a wonderful thing. We've had three different events that was the case. A lot of folks who have not been in this space. Welcome to Community Church of Boston. We're sort of a well-kept secret, but at one time we were the biggest church in Boston. We met in Symphony Hall, and 2,000 or 3,000 people might come to hear the likes of Thurgood Marshall, Martin Luther King, Robert Frost, Helen Keller. Throughout the years, we're 104 years old. And we're so glad to see you tonight here to celebrate the major, amazing genius of a talent. And it was just so great that this happened, and it's a great story. It came out of a conversation with somebody I'd never met before at a party. And it happened to be Nora Meyer, and I didn't know that she is a magnificent songwriter and a musical force, works at Passim. And we talked about this and that, and we talked about Berkeley, and we talked about Joni, and she talked about, oh, you know, I've always thought about doing a whole night of Joni songs here. And so here we are, and we got all of you together, and that's a beautiful thing, and we have just such a important, urgent cause that we're working for tonight and celebrating the music of Joni on behalf of Doctors Without Borders. We have a basket in the back, and any cash or checks that you make out to Doctors Without Borders will go to the right place. Every single bit of it. We've also sold maybe almost $500 worth of tickets online. So welcome to all the Zoom folks and the YouTube folks. It's great you're with us. Thank you so much. I want to go ahead and bring up Nora Meyer to MC this program, and I'm just so glad all these musicians came and that we made it happen.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. I don't know a lot of you, which is really cool. I'm really happy about that. Thank you to Dean for hosting. I want to get things rolling. The people on the bill tonight are a cool blend. As Dean said, I work at Passim, so I know some folks in the folk music community through that. And then the other people on the bill are friends of Dean's, people in the congregation here at the church, and also people that I go to Berkeley that I know from school when I was in college. And then just some friends of mine as well. So it's a really cool mix of people, and it's the music that I love. And when everybody was sending me their song choices, I was like, these are good. Like, they went through the catalog. So the first we got up tonight is Aditi, and I heard Aditi sing probably a couple years ago. She did lots of events around Berkeley. She's getting her master's right now in the Global Jazz Department, and she's stunning. I heard her, and I was like, I think I've heard you sing Joni. Yeah? Have you ever sang a Joni?
Probably with Peter, whatever we did together.
Yeah. But I really wanted her on this bill, and thankfully she said, yes, this is Coral. Coral's going to play cello. And they're okay, without further ado, Aditi and Coral.
He is my joy, he is my sorrow. like a shining light breaking in the storm. There are so many reasons why I love him. And so once again, my dear Joni, my dear friend, and so once again, you are fighting us all. And when I ask you why, you raise your sticks and cry and I fall. Oh, my friend, how did you come to trade the fiddle for the drum? You say I have turned like the enemies you've earned, but I can remember all the good things you are. And so I ask you, please, can I help you find your peace in the star? Oh, my friend, how did you come to trade the fiddle for the drum? And so once again, and so once again, and so once again, and so once again, my dear America, my friend. And so once again, oh America, my friend. So once again, you are fighting us all. And so I ask you, please, can I help you find your peace in the star? Oh, my friend, how did you come to trade the fiddle for the drum? You say I have turned like the enemies you've earned, but I can remember all the good things you are. And so I ask you, please, can you help me find my peace in the star? Oh, my friend, how did you come to trade the fiddle for the drum? you for having us.
All right, give it up one more time for ADT. Awesome. Okay, Dean's going to be our tech person while I'm talking a little bit. Is that how we're going to roll? Okay, we've got Ella McDonald up next. Ella is my wonderful friend. I love them. We work together at Passim, and they are such a grounding presence. I feel like I come in like a whirlwind all the time when we're at work, and Ella's just always so calm, collected, and such a thoughtful person. They write beautiful music that's also very rooted in reality and what I think of as like mindfulness and consciousness of who we are in the world. And their songs are just very like just mindful. That's the word I can think of for them. So they're going to sing. We're starting off with one of the classics. We're starting off with Case of You. So they're going to sing Case of You and then a song of their own. They have a song called Wedding Song that's on streaming. And if you can stream Ella's wedding song, it might heal your heart just a little bit. So,
Worth a try.
It's worth a try. They also just came back from a retreat in the Pacific Northwest, which is my home. So they were doing some brain healing out there. Yeah. And I'm really excited for you to hear them. Okay, I'm gonna let them take it away.
Thank you so much, Nora. I love working with Nora, and a lot of our job ends up being just, I don't know, a lot of our job ends up being just hanging out, and it's awesome. And yeah, like Nora said, I just got back from this concussion rehab intensive in Canada, which will, come into play in this song. But I think something that is really connecting me to Joni's music right now is her whole journey healing from brain injury and healing from her brain aneurysm a few years ago, and seeing her relearn how to play guitar and how to like sing and support her voice again is really inspiring, because those are things that I've had to do too. So yeah, this is Case of You. Please sing along if you want to. I think you probably know it. I'm gonna do my best to do the guitar part justice. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as... Oh my gosh. Constant. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as the northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. A cartoon coaster in the blue TV screen light. I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, oh, with your face sketched on it twice. You're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet. Oh, I would still be on my feet. Oh, I am like yours. She knew your devils, she knew your devils and your deeds, and she said, go to him, stay with him if you can, but be prepared to bleed. But you are in my blood, you're my holy wine. You taste so bitter, bitter and sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, oh, darling, and still I'd be on my feet. Oh, I would still be on my feet. Thank you. I was like, I know if I forget the words, everyone in the audience will know them, so they'll help me. And you did, so thank you. Okay, I'm gonna retune my guitar and then do an original song. Something that I thought was, like, I also really admire about Joni's music is just learning about all throughout her life before the brain injury, like all of her health struggles, and particularly she had polio when she was young, I think when she was 9, I want to say. And a lot of the reason I learned that, like, her songs are in these crazy tunings is because she was actually just inventing new tunings to be able to play guitar while she was having, like, joint weakness, muscle weakness from polio. And I thought that was so cool because it's this amazing example of sort of adaptive technology, but like adaptive, like just adapting your practice to really work for you. And it's the reason that she has all these incredible innovative tunings that take so long to get in and out of. Okay. So when I was thinking about what song to pair with Case of You, I thought of a song I have. It's called Junk Drawer. And I feel like Case of You, it's kind of a very complicated love song is kind of the category I think of. Because it's not quite just a happy, upbeat love song, and neither is Case of You. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. This was so much fun. I'm really glad we got to do this. Thank you so much to Nora and Dean for putting this together. This is Junk Drawer. I knew when you walked in the door, 'cause you've had a heavy air these days that's hard to ignore. You wouldn't look me in the eye, you knew you'd only cry, and that's fine. Days like this we know better not. I unload the dishes and you will sweep and mop. And neither one of us will touch the junk drawer. 'Cause some stones are better left unturned. Some lessons just have to go unlearned. And sometimes pain has its way, taking away all your words. Yeah, we've seen better days. Sometimes love's about kissing and hugging the one you love. Sometimes love can't bear a smile. Sometimes love's just sitting in the kitchen, chipping away at the mess we made. So we don't even have to talk. Days like this we know better not. I unload the dishes and you will sweep and mop. And neither one of us will touch the junk drawer. One day we'll sit down and sift through all the things we should have thrown out by now. Scraps of paper worn away and birthday candles past their age. Not today. We don't even talk. Days like this we've learned better not. I unload the dishes and you just sweep and mop. And neither one of us will touch the junk drawer.
All right, the next person we're gonna have up tonight is Antonio, also known as Astro Fonda, artist name. I met Antonio through my friend Gavi, who is going to play tonight. I wanted to give a shout out to Gavi, and now feels like a good time. They were gonna come and sing with us, but they're having a family health emergency, so they can't be here. But I feel them with me all the time. They're a very good friend of mine, and there's so much love in here that I know that some of it's going their way. So. I met Antonio through Gavi, and he's got an awesome presence. I mean, the first time that I met him, I was like, this guy seems really cool. And then I knew he was extra cool. We don't know each other super well, but I knew he was extra cool because when he was on the bill, my friend Aaron, who's going to play later, was like, I know Antonio. He comes to my Kindred meetings, which are like meetings for people to talk and meet each other and talk about current events. And I was just like, cool people know cool people. And it's like not even always through music. And he's a beautiful musician too. So I'm so excited for you to get to hear him play. This is Astro Fonda.
Thank you, Nora. Today you almost took my words word for word. I was going to dedicate my set to Gabi. He's a very dear friend of mine and is going through a tough time. So for the ones who know them, please keep them in mind. And for the ones who don't, just think of someone that you love very much and that loved you into being the person that you are. And I'm going to start by playing Little Green. play a song of mine, which is, I don't know how it relates to this song, to Little Green, but it just felt right to play it along with it. Maybe because of the way I had to change the whole arrangement to fit my voice. It also sounds kind of like mandolin. This is a song that I wrote on a trip to India right before the pandemic started, and it's in Spanish, so I'll explain a little bit. It's called Limbo, which means halo, and it's about how love is not really something that you get or lose, but rather something that we are, and we can obscure it, but we cannot really lose it because it's really the essence of what we are. Very like Indian philosophy. So here is Nimbo. Creo que es fácil. Cerrar los ojos y después respirar. Y que es mentira. Que
Awesome. Okay, next up we have Brian Cartwright and Karen Sauer. Woo! Doing a double Joni feature. Karen and I realized that we've met at Passim before. She came to an open mic and I was waiting tables and she went, "Wait, you're Nora, you work at Passim?" And I was like, "Yeah, I wait tables." And she goes, "Oh, you waited on me." And I think that's funny because it brought up something that I was thinking about just today about spaces like this that are rooted in community. It's like we exist in community all of the time, 24/7, whether we choose to or not. We walk on the same sidewalks, we take the same trains, we live in the same city, we share the same lifetime, the same period of time of being alive. And really the only thing is whether we choose to, the difference is how much we choose to engage with it or not. So I think by showing up to something like this and by choosing to spend a Saturday night with people that you may not know or maybe you do know, and choosing to support local music and choosing to give your money to a good cause of people who are trying to help other people within the world is an act of showing up for community, and that is something that I want to spend my life trying to do. So I wanted to commend you all on also trying to do that. And it shows up in funny little ways, like meeting somebody at something like this that I've been planning for months, but there are faces that I haven't met. And then I realized I have met them at other things. And we're all just sharing the same world together. So putting in the effort to make it the world that we want to live in and share together is commendable. Okay, I think I've talked enough. So now we are going to listen to Brian and Karen do two of my favorite Joni songs, actually. For Free is the song that I worked on with Jake, whose graduation party I met Dean at. And that's how we became friends, was because we arranged this Joni song together that Brian and Karen are about to play right now. So it's all just one world under Joni Mitchell. At least for me. Give it up for Brian and Karen, everybody. Thank you.
So I'll talk a little bit. This song called For Free came out in 1970. Joni Mitchell was at a busy street corner in New York City, and being a famous pop star by that time, she saw somebody providing music for free, which is what it's about. I slept last night in a good hotel. I went shopping today for jewels. The wind rushed around in the dirty town, and the children let out from their school. I was standing on a noisy corner, waiting for the walking green. Across the street he stood, and he played real good on his clarinet for free. Now me, I play for fortune and those velvet curtain calls. I've got a black limousine
California, because I'm from California.
Is the vocal mic enough for Karen? It's good? Okay.
Sitting in a park in Paris, friends, reading the news, it sure looks bad.
Don't get peace a chance.
That was just a dream some of us had. Still a lot of lands to see, but I wouldn't want to stay here.
It's too old and cold and settled in its ways here. Oh, but
California, California, I'm coming home. Gonna see the folks I dig, I'll even kiss a mission pig. California, I'm coming home. I met a redneck on a Grecian Isle. He did the goat dance very well. He gave me back my smile.
I kept her camera to sell.
He was a rogue and a good cook too, and I might have stayed there with him had not my heart crawled out for you.
Oh, but California,
California, I'm coming home. Will you take me as I am, strung out on another man? California, I'm coming home.
oh, but it gets so lonely when you're walking and the streets are full of strangers. All the news of home you read just can't get you the blues. Oh, it just gives you the blues. But California, California, I'm coming home.
So I bought me a ticket, caught a plane to Spain, went to a party down a red dirt road. There's lots of pretty people here, reading Rolling Stone and Vogue.
Say, how long can you stick around?
A week, maybe two, just until my skin turns brown, then I'm going home.
California, California, I'm coming home. Make me feel good, rock and roll band. I'm your biggest fan. California, I'm coming home. Make me feel good, rock and roll band. I'm your biggest fan. California, I'm coming home. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, now I'm gonna sing for you. Whew, okay, hold on, give me a sec. I want to talk a little bit about my song choice. The song I'm choosing to sing tonight is from an album Joni put out in, I think it was 91. I'm very nervous to sing it to you, actually. It is called Slouching Towards Bethlehem. It is a Yeats poem that Joan Didion wrote a book titled after the Yeats poem. And then Joni wrote a song that is the Yeats poem set to music. He wrote it right when World War I was about to start. But it has this line in it, and I've been listening to the song so much lately, because there's a line in it that I'm going to look at because it's coming on my brain. Surely some revelation is at hand, and I feel like that's a thought I've been having a lot recently, where I'm like, surely people are going to wake up and we're all going to get our shit together, and the world is going to, like, figure things out. And that feeling of, like, well, now things have gotten so bad, so they're going to get better. That's been coming up for me a lot. And this song brings me a lot of comfort because it just feels like very... I'm like, man, W.B. Yeats was a pretty good writer. Okay, I'm going to keep these right here. How's the guitar? Can you getting guitar over there? Okay. So this is Slouching Towards Bethlehem. The center cannot hold, and a blood-dim tide is loosed upon the world. Nothing is sacred, the ceremony sinks, innocence is drowned in anarchy. The best lack conviction, given some time to think, and the worst are full of passion without mercy. Surely some revelation is at hand. Surely it's the second coming and the wrath is finally taken form. For what is this rough beast? It's our come at last. Slouching towards Bethlehem to be born. Slouching towards Bethlehem to be born. Amen. To be born. If by my weak faith that the spirit of this world would heal and rise. Vast are the shadows that straddle and strafe and struggle in the darkness, troubling my eyes. Shaped like a lion, it has the head of a man, with a gaze as blank and pitiless as the sun, and it's moving its slow thighs across the desert sands, through dark indignant rearing falcon. Surely some revelation is at hand. Surely it's the second coming and the wrath is finally taken form. For what
is this rough beast? It's our come at last, slouching towards Bethlehem to be born, slouching towards Bethlehem to be born. Amen. To be born, to be born. Amen. Head of a man, it's got the shape of a lion. Raging and raging, it rises from the deep, opening its eyes after 20 centuries, vast to a nightmare, out of a stony sleep, by a rocking cradle by the Sea of Galilee. And surely some revelation is at hand. Surely it's the second coming and the wrath is finally taken form. For what is this rough beast? It's our come at last, slouching towards Bethlehem to be born, slouching towards Bethlehem to be born. Amen. Amen. To be born. Amen. Head of a man, got the shape of a lion.
That's so funny. I got all shaky and trembly. It's like when three of your heroes, like Joni, Joan Didion, and Yates, and you're like, I just want to do right by them. Okay. I was like, not gonna do this next one because I was like, it's gonna be terrible to tune. But then I was like, they came to a Joni Mitchell show, so they can handle it. This next song is a song of mine called Release Me. Joni Mitchell's music is so important to me. It's hard to overstate it. I learned how to play the guitar. I'm a piano player by trade since I was a kid. And then when I was in college, I was in the Joni Mitchell ensemble like 5 times. And I finally learned how to play the guitar during lockdown. And I'm still learning how to play the guitar. It's not a learned, I started learning, and I feel like I'll probably be learning forever and ever. But Joni's music was big for me because I could get away with not playing in standard tuning. And this tuning I'm playing in now is one that I adopted from her and have written a lot of songs in. For you nerds out there tonight, it's C, G, D, F, C, E. And if you put your guitar into that tuning, it'll go, please never put me in this tuning again. I will break all your strings. And I put my guitar in that tuning all the time. This is a song called Release Me.
Know that I wanna be loved by you. Soft touch on a shoulder blade, warm voice when you speak my name. You know that I wanna be loved by you. You tell me you're lost inside your soul. and that's why you can't commit. So you take what you cannot give, dragging me down inside your soul. You leave me hanging on the line, like maybe you'll still change your mind. Please release me. And sunsets and our shadows cross, I see everything we could be. What do you see when you look at me? Is it just your doubt staring back? 'Cause hope is an ache inside my chest each time that you let me down, when I was hoping you'd come around. Hope is not the same anymore. You leave me hanging on the line, like maybe you'll still change your mind. Please release me. You leave me hanging on the line, like maybe you'll still change your mind. Please release. Thank you.
Different mic. Different mic. Now I'm going to play for Dean. Everybody give it up for Dean. Oh, I do need my music. Let me go grab that.
Okay.
Talk a little.
I happen to have one of these, and I hope you have seen one of these, because we have just this amazing lineup for the next 2 months. Tomorrow, Father Charles Gallagher talks about his book that's called The Nazis of Copley Square, the rise of Nazism between the wars. The week after that, we have Pashtana Durrani, who's from Afghanistan. She's getting a degree at Wellesley, and she champions girls' education in Afghanistan. She just wrote a book that's called Last to Eat, to Learn. We have Jenny Stevens, who's professor of sustainability at Northeastern, talking about climate justice and transformative economic change. We have a whole May Day celebration. We have the next Sunday is New Immigrant and Refugee Visions. These are short documentaries made by new arrivals to Boston. We have Rabbi Shoshana Mera Friedman talking about neurodiversity and autism and liberation. We have another one that's called Thriving Survivors of the PIC, which is Prison Industrial Complex. We have three good friends of Community Church who are alumni of said thing, who are doing amazing just humanitarian work towards humanity, and they'll be giving their testimony. And finally, we have, I can hardly wait for this, a joint program between Jill Stein, presidential candidate for the Green Party, and Miko Peled, who is an Israeli son of an Israeli general who is, you cannot miss Miko. We've had him a couple of times before. Also, I'll tell you that we have Dennis Kucinich speaking here on April 10th. Is that right, April 10th? Yes, it's coming right up. And a whole mess of concerts and poems. So, poets, Adam Ezra, Moira Smiley, Dean Stevens, Betsy Rose, Ketu Adolowa. So it's a rich couple of months we have. Join us if you can. And these are all live streamed. And I'm going to sing a song now. This is sort of tune in between Joni's kind of young folkish and before she got to the real deep jazz thing. And this is just the right combination of the two. It's called Banquet.
Ready?
Ready. Let's do it. Sorry.
One more time?
Sorry, yeah.
I'll go right from the very
Yeah,
top.
yeah. Come to the dinner gong, the table is laid and high, fat bellies and hungry little ones. Take your napkins in and take your share. Some get the gravy, some get the gristle, some get the marrow bone, and some get nothing, though there's plenty to spare. I took my share down by the sea, paper plates and plastic rolling on the tide, seagulls coming down and they squawk at me, down where the water skiers glide. Some turn to Jesus, some turn to heroin, some turn to rambling round, looking for a clear sky and a drinking stream. Some watch the paint peel, some watch their kids grow up, some watch their stocks and bonds, waiting for that big deal American dream. I took my dream down by the sea, Yankee yachts and lobster pots and sunshine, and logs and sails and shell oil pails, dogs and tugs and summertime. Back in the banquet line, hungry people crying. Who let the greedy in, and who let the needy out? Who made this salty soup? Tell them we are now hungry for sweeter fare. In the cookie I read, some get the gravy, some get the gristle, Some get the marrow bone, some get nothing, though there's plenty for us Thank you, Nora.
Thank you, Dean.
Not an easy part, I tell you. I'm going to continue on that same theme of gravy and gristle, marrow bone. You might not have heard of this songwriter because he died about 20 years ago, but he was beloved to those of us who knew him. He was a second grade school teacher and wrote songs from the perspective of kids. And he could deal with adult topics in the kid's voice. His name was Bob Blue, and he wrote a bunch of songs and wrote a whole lot about education and about children. I wish I had a golden retriever to sleep in my bedroom, to lick at my face. My parents say someday we will get one, but first we need money to buy our own place. They say our house belongs to our landlord. He owns his own house and he also owns ours. We pay him rent and he takes vacations and owns a jacuzzi and 2 fancy cars. My landlord says we can't have a garden, we can't have a swing set, we can't have a pet. But when he wants, he flies to Bermuda. Whatever he dreams of, my landlord can get. And yesterday was the 4th of the month. We were late with the rent, so we dropped off the check. We rang the doorbell, but he was out back, fast asleep on a hammock attached to his deck. And on the chair was a golden retriever. He looked up when he saw us and started to whine. My landlord woke up, and as they were talking, I watched that retriever and wished he were mine. And in the car, my parents were talking. My mother was anxious, my dad was depressed. They said the rich get richer and richer, the rest get to work while the rich get to rest. We stopped, we parked, we ate at McDonald's. My mom had a salad, my dad had a Coke. We sat, we sighed, there wasn't much talking, and nobody laughed when I told them a joke. My parents say they both want a garden. I think they deserve one, they really work hard. And I deserve a golden retriever. We should have a house and we should have a yard. When I grow up, I'll live in a lean-to, I'll live in an igloo, I'll live in a tent. But I won't give my money to landlords who own the retriever while I pay the rent.
That might be my favorite song I've ever heard. Maybe it's just because I'm in my 20s and I'm like, no one should have to pay rent, and we all have to pay rent. All right, we've got John Felton up next, who's going to bless us with Urge for Going. I don't think my mic's on. Everybody give it up for John.
Just stick one of these, two of these in front of you, Carol. Should have left it out of tune, and then I'd have an excuse. Okay, Urge for Going has been sung by lots of people. Joni Mitchell, who wrote it, sang, "Summer's over and I had to let him go." And then men sing it and they say, "Summer's over, the romance is over, and I had to let her go." But I always liked the twist that Theodore Bickel put on it. He said, "Summer's over, romance is over, I'm out of here." Urge for Going. I awoke today and found the ross perched on the town. It hovered in a lonesome sound, and it cast its summer down. When the sky turns straighter cold, and shivering trees are standing in a naked road, I get the urge for going, and I never get to go. And I get the urge for going when the meadow grasses are turning brown. Summertime is falling down, and winter's closing in. Now I had me a girl in summertime, she has summer color skin, and not another man in town my darling's heart could win. But when the leaves fall on the ground, Stevens are slant their face down in the snow. I guess the urge for going, and I had to let her go. And she's got the urge for going when the meadow grasses are turning brown. Summertime is falling down, and winter's closing in. Now the warriors of winter take a cold triumphant shout, and all that stays is dying, all that lives is getting out. See the geese in chevron flight, black piano waving in before the snow. They've got the urge for going, and they've got the wings so they can go. And they've got the urge for going when the meadow grasses are turning brown. Summertime is falling down, and winter's closing in. Now apply the fire with kindling, pull the blankets to my chin. I'll block the vagrant winter out and lock my wandering in. I'd like to call back summertime and ask her to stay another month
but she's got the urge for going, and I had to let her go. And she's got the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown, all her empire's falling down, and winter's closing in. And she's got the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown, summertime is falling down. I like to get songs that kind of hang together. So here's another song about leaving. It's about 150 years old. And in those days you couldn't leave on a jet plane. I guess you could have left on a railroad train. These are people leaving on a boat. And the story is this. The cradles are rocking back and forth by their mothers. And the boats are sitting at the dock, they're rocking back and forth as well. The time comes when the fathers say, a man's got to do what a man's got to do, and they're going to get on the boats and they're going to sail off around the world and have adventure and so forth and so on. But it's a little bit of a bittersweet, according to the song, bittersweet experience, because the men, as they're sailing off, there's this feeling wanting to tug them back and go back to their families. How nice. I have to remember how the song goes. I know. The stately ships upon the quay, where the waves around them are playing. The cradles rest so silently by the mother's hand gently swaying. But the day of parting will come, mother's tears must be sadly flowing, when men must sail eager to roam, dauntless of our horizon going. Those stately ships upon that day, while the receding shore is green, mysteriously fieldwards deigning, from those souls cradle far away. From those souls cradle far away. Thank you.
All right. I'm a little sad because we only have 2 performers left. But I'm happy because after these 2 performers, then we get to all do a sing-along together, which is where you got your little Oprah things under your chair, your lyric sheets. All right. I'm so excited to announce our second to last performer. This is one of my very good friends. Her name is Emily Sangder. And if you're not already obsessed with her music, you're about to be. So hold on to your hats. She is singing, I know what it is. It's Cactus Tree. And this was the one I feel like when at the beginning of my Joni journey, I was like, she understands me. I also have 8,000 boyfriends.
Yeah.
And I'm a free woman.
So relatable.
So relatable. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Emily Sangder.
Thank you. Thanks, Nora, and thanks, Dean, for having us all here. This has been so lovely. Yeah, I'm gonna play Cactus Tree. Cactus Tree was one of the first Joni tunes I ever got to learn and perform, and I feel like each year I kind of understand more and more about the verses and what she's going through. I joked about it being relatable, not super relatable for me, but still a beautiful song, a beautiful journey throughout, and I feel like you kind of take turns feeling bad for her suitors and feeling happy for Joni for doing what she needs to do, and kind of go back and forth. But yeah, I hope you enjoy my rendition. It does have a lot of verses, and I'm going to try to get them all in the correct order, so wish me luck. There's a man who's been out sailing in a decade full of dreams, and he takes her to a schooner, and he treats her like a queen, bearing beads from California with their amber stones and green. He's called her from the harbor, he's kissed her with his freedom, he's lured her off to starboard in the breaking and the breathing of the water weeds, while she was busy being free. There's a man who's climbed a mountain, and he's calling out her name. He hopes her heart can hear. 3,000 miles he calls again. He can think her there beside him. He can miss her just the same. He's seen her in the forest, where he showed her all the flowers, and the branches sang the chorus as he climbed the scaly towers of a forest tree, while she was so busy being free. There's a man who sent her letters, he is waiting for a reply. He has asked her of her travels since the day they said goodbye. He writes, I wish you were beside me, we can make it if we try. He's seen her at the office with her name on all his papers. Through the sharing of the profits, he will find it hard to shake her from his memory. And she's so busy being free. There's a lady in the city, and she thinks she loves them all. There's the one who's thinking of her, there's the one who sometimes calls, there's the one who writes her letters with his facts and figures scrawled. She's brought them to her senses, they've laughed inside her laughter, but she rallies her defenses
for she fears one will ask her for eternity. And she's so busy being free. There's a man who sends her medals, he is bleeding from the war. There's a jouster and a jester, and a man who owns a star. There's a drummer and a dreamer, and you know there will be more. She will love them when she sees them. They will lose her if they follow. She only means to please them, but her heart is full and hollow like a cactus tree. And she's so busy being free, like a cactus tree. Being free.
Sorta. Thanks. Guys, I was so scared for that harmonic thing and I knew I was gonna screw it up. But that's okay. There's no judgment here. Thanks for that. Just like Nora was saying earlier, I've been super inspired writing music in tunings that Joni also used. I feel like it's really cool with writing if you're kind of stuck to just go to an alternate tuning and then mess around with that, and usually you can find some inspiration there. So, speaking of, this is a song I wrote in that same tuning as the last song that I first discovered through Joni's music. And this is a song that I just put out a couple weeks ago. So if you want to listen to it again, you can. I won't over-explain too much because I do think the meaning is kind of obvious when you hear it, but just about not comparing yourself to other people, which is hard to do in this world and industry. But yeah, I hope you find a little bit of solace in it as I have tried to do. Before the sun comes up, and I know it's not where I plan to be, but it's where I am. You look for the best in me, you wanna see me climb the highest peak, but I know if that's not where I land, you'll understand. Wish that I could shake it, this feeling I'm not where I could be, doing what I should. I still talk with my old best friend. She moved to California before the year was over. We're on different time zones and different timelines, but I wouldn't trade places. I'm not ready for that day to day, but still some like to assume I'm just letting my progress fade away. I won't let it fade.
wish that I could shake it. This feeling I'm not where I should be. But I wouldn't trade places, 'cause this timeline stays with me. This timeline stays with me. It stays with me. It stays with me.
Thank you so much.
We're all like shuttling up and down this little aisle. All right, we've come to our last performer before the sing-along portion. So do your vocal warm-ups internally while you get ready to listen to Erin. I met Erin this year. We were both at work, and it was one of those things where I was like, oh, we're going to be friends. Oh, it's going to happen. Where you know immediately, and you're like, oh, it's just a matter of time until the friendship actually becomes a friendship, and it did. And here we all are. But she is going to end the night with Love, which is a deep cut Joni Mitchell song. Love 1 Corinthians. It's got numbers in it.
1 Corinthians 13.
Thank
Straight
you.
out of the Bible.
1 Corinthians 13. I want to say a quick note, too, before we get to the sing-along, about where the money is going tonight. Doctors Without Borders is an awesome charity that I'm sure many of you know of. If you don't know it, I would encourage you to look it up, because it's always good to know where your money's going. You worked hard and you earned it, and you're giving it to a cause. But they do awesome work all over the world to lots of places with humanitarian crises. They still have people in Gaza. I went straight to Google when I read the news this week about the World Health Organization. I was like, are there even still people there?
Central Kitchen.
Central Kitchen, thank you. The Central Kitchen. I looked up to make sure that there was still aid from Doctors Without Borders going there, and they still have 50 people on the ground. So they've got folks there. They've got folks in Sudan. They've got folks all over that are doing really awesome work to help people heal during times of violence. So that is where your money's going tonight. And I wanted to end our performances on this note of love. So here's Erin Shea Hogan, my very good friend.
So honored to be here, and glad to be here under these really peaceful circumstances, just gathering around. My first time here was Tuesday. I saw an amazing vocal harmony group. There's going to be a little singing at the end of this, and you'll hear it, and I'll ask you to sing along. It's really easy. Yeah, this is Love. Although I speak in tongues of men and angels, I'm just sounding brass and tinkling cymbals without love. Love suffers long, love is kind, enduring all things, hoping all things. Love has no evil in mind. If I had the gift of prophecy and all knowledge and the faith to move the mountains, even if I understood all of life's mystery, if I didn't have love, I'd be nothing. Love Love's not puffed up or envious or touchy, because it rejoices in the truth, not in iniquity. Love sees like a child sees. As a child, I spoke as a child. I thought and I understood as a child. But then I became a woman and put away childish things and began to see through a glass darkly. Whereas a child, I saw it face to face. Now I only know it in part. Fractions in me of faith and hope and love, and of these great three, love's the greatest beauty. Love's the greatest, love's the greatest, love's the greatest beauty. Singing with me, love's the greatest, love's the greatest, love's the greatest beauty. Sing louder, love's the greatest, love's the greatest, love's the greatest beauty. Love's the greatest, love's the greatest, love's the greatest beauty. Love's the greatest, love's the greatest, love's the greatest beauty. Love, love, love's the greatest, love's the greatest, love's the greatest beauty. Love's the greatest, love's the greatest, love's the greatest beauty. Love's the greatest, love's the greatest, love's the greatest beauty. Thank you. Yeah, I love that song. It's off the album Wild Things Run Fast. Yeah, it's such a good tune. And it uses the poetry, the words, straight from the Bible. Straight from the Bible, biblical. I can't even say the word right. Biblical. This next song, I just was like, I'm gonna write a song for this event. And because I just didn't really want to, I didn't want to tune onto this tuning. So I challenged myself to write a song. So here it is. It doesn't really have a title. I think the working title is Soul Roam. So here it is. Brand new. First ears on it. Chase where the sun sets. I wanna touch that green place where the water meets the sky. I wanna soar where my soul roams. I wanna feel my own aliveness. I wanna feel my own aliveness. I wanna feel my own aliveness. Rolling rivers, unending green. Wanna dance to the music, wanna go to the sea. I wanna see the land that made me. I wanna see the land that made me. Take me home, take me home, take me home, take me home. where the water meets the sky. I think we gotta sing along now.
All right. She wrote that just for this event, you guys. What the heck? All right, I'm going to invite everybody who performed tonight to come up here, if you would like to, for this sing-along. And for all of you to get out your lyric sheets. I feel like Oprah. You all got a lyric sheet. Probably not. There are like an amount floating around that you can share. And the order we're going to do, I'm making an executive decision. We're going to do circle game. We're going to do Big Yellow Taxi. We're going to do both sides now. Okay. I'm going to tune my guitar.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, is this all for us? Which one are we doing first?
I didn't process.
Guitar Queen, would you like to be by the mic?
Wait, Queen.
Well, I'm actually not going to sing this one. Circle game. I'm going to focus just on playing the
Oh,
guitar.
I can sing it.
Erin, you wanna lead the singing part of
Yes.
this?
I feel like I'm at church. I am at church.
It's going to be fourth fret, so I think that's...
Hello.
I'll tell you in just a second. I think it's...
Fourth fret of open.
Yeah.
Of open D.
What happened? We haven't rehearsed. But this is the rehearsal.
It looks like there are chords here.
Oh, there are chords there.
Do you need this? Yeah, we could look. Can we put them like that? Yeah. They're small, but they're there. I'll test my side. We're in D, it looks like.
I sang this on my senior recital.
Aw.
That's B.
It's in B, yeah. B.
Oh, I love this song.
Let's all gather around, sing a song. I don't know any
All right.
jokes.
Yesterday, a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of stars. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle again. Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like when you're older masterpieces, and promises of someday vivid dreams. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to cartwheels through the town.
It's a big yellow now.
All right,
Big
big yellow.
Big yellow. Yellow.
This one's just a D.
Nora needs yes. What capo did you have us on?
Did I capo it? Oh, I capoed it to 2, so maybe it's an E.
Tuning. Oh, does Nora need them? Do you need them?
Can I put them like here? Can we?
Yeah.
Can everyone kind of like a little bit see it?
Yeah. Ready?
I don't think.
Yeah. You're killing it. I'm following you, kind of. I'm like, I play guitar. Okay. We're in E.
E.
Where we go?
Starts on A.
Ready? 1, 2, ready, go.
Paradise, put up a parking lot. Leaving on hotel, a boutique Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. They put up all the trees, put them in a tree museum. And they charge all the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away that DDT now. Thoughts on my apple, leave me the bird and the leaves. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. Late last night, I heard a screen door slam. And the big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. Put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. Pay paradise, put up a parking lot.
I love the dancing. I see you guys.
That's my favorite. One more fret.
Amazing.
This be an F. Everyone do their best Joni Mitchell impression. Is that too low? Do F sharp.
I think there's probably more on the table.
No, F is fine.
Okay, I'm gonna watch your hands.
All right, both sides now. Are we ready?
Woo!
No.
Can we give one more round of applause to everybody who ran this event tonight? Thank you all for coming, and thank you to Dean for hosting this space. It is lovely to meet all of you and to share this night with you. Okay.
Thank you, Nora.
I'm gonna do a little. What do you mean? I don't know.
Rose and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feathered canyons everywhere. I looked at love that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things Let's say I love you right out loud. Trees and streams and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, but now it's time they're acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed, but something's lost and something's gained. We're living every day. I'm living that life on both sides now. From day to day, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all.
Thank you all.
That's all we got. That was three songs.
I might get dead. But thank you, all these lovely performers for beautifying our humble stage. And thank you all for coming tonight. There are ways that you can help Doctors Without Borders. There is cash, there is a check. We also can take a credit card and a PayPal and a Venmo. So on the way out, talk to us, and we will make sure that a really great sum goes to Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders. There's still beer and there's fizzy water. And stick around, and we'd love to tell you more about Community Church. Come see us again. Join our mailing list. There's a couple of clipboards back there. Nora, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks to all my new friends.